Leading a business comeback. During the COVID, everything was wiped, everything was changed. Now that we're coming back out of that, the question becomes, how do we come out of it? What's going to be different? What are we going to change? How are we going to do this? And many leaders are stuck asking the questions. How am I going to lead a comeback for my business, for my team? So here's what I would like to do. I'm going to give you 10 C's, the 10 C's of a business comeback. I'm going to go through them really quick. I just want to make sure that you have them, because each one of these are going to require you to think about. It's going to require you to maybe do a new strategy for. So very first, clarify the current reality. You need to stop, you need to pause, you need to clarify the reality that you're in. You see, the leader's job, first and foremost, is to speak clearly, define what is the reality. Where are you at? What has been lost? What is happening? What are the finances looking like? What's going to be required of you? What are the next steps? Just clarify the reality. People know you've changed. People know that things have happened. But now as a leader, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to just clarify. Just speak it clearly. What has happened? Where are you at? Where are you going to? Embrace the fact that the crisis will cut out the fluff in your business. Every business gets a little fluffy every once in a while. You know, it's exactly the same thing with our bodies. That we go along, and if we're not careful, there's going to be a little fluff. The belly gets a little full. The face gets a little full. You start adding weight where you don't want to add weight. And in business, we do the same thing. In business, as we grow and as we build, a lot of times what happens is that there's a lot of extra little expenses. Expenses that don't add to the bottom line. Expenses that don't help us reach our goal. And so the crisis is going to allow us to cut some of the fluff out of the business. Number 3, in leading a business comeback, you're going to have to commit to thrive. As a leader, one of the biggest things you can do is you're going to have to get your mind right. You're going to have to make sure your mind is steady and ready to tell everybody, give them hope. We will thrive. We will figure it out. We will make a new direction. We will get through this. It's always the darkest before the dawn. But we will get through it. So give hope. Speak it often. Make sure you use it and bring it up in multiple meetings. Encourage your leaders to be bringing up hope, to be talking about how it's going to happen and how it's going to play out. It's your job to make sure that you commit to thrive and you communicate it. Number 4, the 4th C, creative solutions are possible. Man, it's so easy to say. It's so easy to say that creative solutions are possible. And when we say that, here's what I want to encourage you. You're going to have to believe it. You're going to have to be at a place where you really believe in your heart that there are solutions. There are possibilities. That it's not just something for them. It's not just something for someone else. Because here's what I know. For you and for me, if we don't do it as a business, some other business will. In this environment, with the resources that we have right now, with the supply chain issues right now, some other business will do it. So we're going to make the commitment right now that we are going to be the ones to find the creative solutions. We're going to have to think outside the box. We're going to have to do things that we've never done before. It's our possibility. It's our chance. Number 5, the courage. The 5th C is courage. The courage to try and fail. In a new environment, in a new place, in a new world. You're going to have to figure out what it takes. And here's the problem. If you're scared of failure, you're going to have a great difficulty in going forward. You're going to have to build into your culture. We're going to try some things. It's going to be a test. We don't know how it's going to work out, and it's going to be okay. We're going to try, and if it fails, we just found a way in which not to do it. It's going to have to become part of the culture. As you're going forward, as you're trying new things, there will be failure, but that failure allows you to move in the new direction. You see, you can't have a comeback without some failures and trying. And you're going to have the courage built into you, built into others, so that you will try and keep trying. Number 6, in leading a business comeback, the 6th C is core. the core of business will still be people. What COVID didn't do is it didn't wipe out your greatest asset. Your greatest asset are people, are the ones right here in front of you. Your greatest asset that you have is all the knowledge, all the skill, all of the ability, all of the people who can think, who can create new relationships. It's all the people here. They're the ones who are going to take you further. We didn't lose the people. We're just losing fluff. We're just losing the extra. We're slimming down so that we can add the muscle, so that we can move our business to a greater height. In leading a business comeback, number 7, we need to capture the startup hustle and the startup mindset once again. I don't know if you've ever started a business, but any entrepreneur remembers the days when they started. When they first got it going, that startup mentality, there was an urgency. It had to be done today. It had to be done this week. And there were limited resources. We find ourselves back there. Yes, we've had some years of, just great affluence. Business was pretty easy for a while. And what COVID has done is given you the gift to reignite that hustle spirit, to reignite that startup spirit, to come back and have limited resources, but maybe reignite the sense of urgency in your business once again. Number 8, collaboration. To lead a business comeback, you're going to have collaboration. Collaboration will be the solution to the supply chain issues. It's going to take you collaborating with new businesses, new partnerships that you've never done before. It will fix the supply chain, but it's going to cost you by creating new partnerships. Number 9, change or die. Leading a business comeback is going to require you to have the mindset and the mentality that either we change or we die. You see, I've consulted a lot of businesses and even nonprofits. And those who get stuck in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, even the 20-teens or pre-COVID, here's what they do. They will eventually die. And then they get to this crisis point when now they really understand and see that they're dying, and then they want help. And sometimes it's almost easier to say, we just need to kill it and restart it. So here's what I'm going to encourage you to do right now. In this moment, you're going to have to lead a comeback. And you're going to have to create within your mind, create within your management team, the desire to say either we change or we will die. But the business as usual has changed and it will be different. And then number 10, leading a business comeback, we're going to need to cast a new vision. Now, one of the greatest things that you can do, instead of having a 5-year vision, a 10-year vision right now, what you could do to help your business begin to get back on its feet is to create small wins. Find the short vision. Find a short thing, what you can win in the next 30 days. What this will do, next 30 days, the next 60 days, if you begin to create a vision for small wins and you keep building that, then you begin to have the momentum of winning and you bring that back. You see, your team has faced loss, has faced defeat, and you need to build back into them courage. You need to build back into them the winning spirit. And in order to do that, create short-term wins. And in the next 30, 60 days, 90 days, your team will begin to be excited again because they're feeling like they're winning. When people feel like they're winning, their spirits rise, the excitement rises, and they're willing to go forward. You can have and create and lead a business comeback, but it's going to take work and it's going to be taking your effort right now in this moment.